Hello, welcome. How you guys doing? Today's video is gonna be a guide for all the PlayStation 5 players that are gonna come soon to the game with the release on the 11th of October, I think, for PlayStation 5. Unfortunately, there is no PlayStation 4, but it is what it is. So I did a really beginner guide, I think 3 months ago, maybe 2. This one is not gonna be much different than the previous video because only a few things has changed, which I'm gonna be mentioning them out, including everything I did before in the previous video. So starting with the first thing I want to mention would be the relics, because that's the most important thing that people focus on in any Genshin game or Honkai. The relic farming, I hate that. I don't want to do that. Then don't do it. Save all your energy into building up your characters early in the game. Save all that to build your talent, your trace. Don't waste it on farming relics, which is gear. Early in the game, you would go to farm a gear stage, called relic stage, and the drops for it are really bad. So I'm gonna show you. So you start new in the game. All the gear that you're gonna get is gonna be green, blue, and purple, until probably you get here, which is still not guaranteed. So my advice is to keep saving all your relic, all your stamina for leveling up your characters that you would want to use again when you build up 2 teams for Memory of Chaos, which is the end game content. So focus on building up your characters, level them up, increase their trace level, which is way more valuable than chasing a chance of a good relic piece. This is guaranteed early in the game, so always go for the guaranteed when you have the option for it. And when you hit level 60, account level 60, then yeah, consider going for relics. It's gonna take you a while to get there, but it's worth saving. It's worth leveling up your characters. I'm very close to level 70 now, and once you get here, this is when the game starts. This is when you like look into building characters and all that stuff. But that's my most important advice for all the new players. I didn't miss any day playing the game. I actually never had my stamina capped, which is my next point that I will go into, is your stamina. And as you can see, we have 240 stamina. It used to be 180 before, and this is a huge buff compared to what we had before. It was 180. Even Genshin doesn't have that. Always make sure that you don't get to 240. Still, they even did something good with the update. Even if you haven't played the game, the stamina that you're gonna miss on when you hit 240 gonna fill up here. I haven't gotten this before because I always play the game and always keep my stamina below the max. So that's something to look up to. It's always gonna make you level up your account faster, because every time you use stamina, your account level increase. Sorry, your account XP increase with that. And yeah, just always look up for your stamina. There's also a stamina for the Simulated Universe, which I'll talk about later. But the next point that I want to talk about would be the assignments. They're very easy to do. Just do it once a day. Always focus on doing the XP stuff. And if you're building a character, just do their look at what the mats that they need, and just put it there for like the max hours possible. And then with the reset, just click reset again, dispatch again. It's easy. You get here free XP for the. You also get credit XP for the light cones, XP for the characters, which is pretty good. Next point is the reroll. Should you reroll as a PlayStation player? And the answer for that is up to you, because rerolling on PlayStation is gonna be painful. But if you can reroll on your like phone or PC and then link it later to PlayStation, that's an option. But if I'm gonna recommend 1 or 2, 3 characters, the first one will be Bronya. She's best support in the game. Second character probably would be either Japord or Bailu for sustain. If you got a healer, go for a tank. If you got a tank, go for a healer, depending on what you go for with the game. And also Welt is pretty good. I'll try to avoid Yangsheng. Not saying he's bad, but he's probably the worst out of all the characters here. Clara is also amazing for solo content. Himiko is very good if you have Kafka. So these are the characters that I would go for. Yeah, and also reroll takes 45 minutes. So if you opt for it and you have the willpower to reroll, it's up to you. Yeah, we did talk about the fuel saving. Make sure to save your energy. Make sure that when you do the battle pass, they give you this fuel, which I can't find. Hello, yeah, this fuel. Make sure that you save all that when you get to rank 60, so you can just dish out all that when you farm relics, so you have the best jobs possible. Next would be the weekly bosses. Yeah, we have right now till this part of the story, we have 3 bosses. You need to make sure that you always do them because you have 3 times a week. Always look at the character that you want to build because every character has different boss mats. Depends on the planet, of course, so make sure that you look up to that as well. Do them. Just don't let it end. Don't let the week end without completing your resets for the weekly boss. You get also a relic from there, which would be really helpful as a new player. Yeah, and next point would be to plan ahead. For example, if you're looking at the next character release, we're gonna have Jingliu and Topaz. If you're on Twitter, if you're on Discord server, if you know anyone who plays the game, they're probably gonna have like a sheet of what the character requires. For example, I'm farming right now for Jingliu. She needs specific mats, which is this item. It's required for the destruction characters. So I'm just farming this right now, so whenever I pull the character that I want, I'll just have easy time building them very fast and use them straight away. Also save your XP at the beginning when you start the game, only for, I would say, 4 characters. The game already give you, so once you start playing the story and like progress and everything, you will have enough XP and credit to level up 4 characters without the need to farm anything. I'm not talking about, of course, the talent level. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about leveling up characters, leveling up the light cone. You will have enough XP for that. Don't waste it on like many characters at the beginning because you're gonna feel that your mats are gone too early. Only focus on 4 at the beginning. Trailblazer is an amazing character to start with. Also, the game, I forgot to mention that, but in the point of why you shouldn't look for farming gear or relics is that because the game early gives you already 2 full sets. It's not golden, but it is, I think it's purple. It's a full defense set for a Trailblazer, so you're gonna have your tank ready in the story to help you at any point in the game till the story ends. And you're also gonna have a full healing set that comes for either Natasha or Bailu or Lynx, whoever healer you're gonna have. So you can have 2 main sets for your sustain, the healer and the tank, that you're gonna put on your team. For the DPS, you can just put any gear that you have from doing the weekly bosses or any stage that drops relics that will help you to just beat the content easy with them. You don't have to chase relics early in the game. Yeah, should you look up for tier lists? As you see every YouTuber make a tier list, it's just something that we like doing. It's something fun to react with the community and like see what where you would rank characters in the game. Like for example, Dunhong is probably the best character in the game. Some people might say no, Celia is the best character. Some people say no, Kafka is the best character. It's just opinions, right? I would say if you just like to interact and have fun, sure, look up for them. But if you actually want to play the game, all the characters in the game will help you beat the content without any tier list that you look up to. Literally every character, even Orlin, that we like to say that he's the worst character in the game, he will still be good if you just give him the gear he needs and just put him on a team and you'll beat the content. Even Asta, Herta, which is pretty good. Mr. Dunhong, he's an amazing single target DPS. There's so many characters here that have usability that you don't have to look up for tier lists because you're going to be disappointed if you look up for characters that you think, oh, that character is amazing, works well for me. It might not work well for other people because they don't have the gear for them, so they're going to say they're bad. There are characters that doesn't work in specific content that you might need to build other units that are still here and you can use from 4 stars that will work fine as well. So I just want to mention that out. Tier lists are just for fun, and yeah, just like having interaction with the community, you know? That's what I would say. As a PlayStation player, you already not skipped, you didn't have the choice, but you didn't have the option to pull for a character like Locha, who's an incredible healer in the game. You didn't have the option to get like Blade, Kafka, Silver Wolf, Furchwang that just left before the PlayStation version go live. So many of these characters that are really good, you might want to consider saving for them. Now you're gonna have Seeley, she's gonna have a rerun for the PlayStation players. It's amazing chance for you to get Seeley. She's a very good single target DPS. I haven't made a video yet if you should summon for Seeley, Topaz, or Jingliu, starting as a PlayStation player, but I think Seeley is still one of the best DPSs in the game, so if you want to consider that, of course, go for her. I would say try to save for Locha, Silver Wolf, these are the two characters that I would recommend. Denhong is also amazing, but unfortunately he just left, so look up for these two characters in the next few patches. Hopefully they get a rerun soon. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it for the early guide. I'm gonna make more videos for this for PlayStation players who are starting new, so I can be as much help as possible. If you guys enjoyed this, consider leaving a like and subscribe. Stay safe and bye.